In this video, I'm going to go over some examples relating to rational equations. To solve rational equations, we follow these steps. First, we rule out all of the values that make any denominator 0. We find the least common multiple of all of the denominators in our equation. Next, we multiply both sides of the equation by this LCM. We solve the equation, check our answer, and at the end, we exclude any extraneous solutions. I'm going to solve the following rational equations. Let's start by solving the rational equation x over 3 plus x over 4 equals 10 plus x. First, let's find the LCM of 3 and 4. The LCM of 3 and 4, that's 12. I'm going to multiply both sides of the equation by this LCM to get 12 times x over 3 plus x over 4 equals 12 times 10 plus x. 12 times x over 3 is the same as 12 over 3 times x, which reduces to 4x, plus 12 times x over 4 is the same as 12 over 4 times x, which reduces to 3x, equals 12 times 10 is 120, plus 12x. 7x minus 12x equals 120, minus 5x equals 120. X is 120 over minus 5, which equals negative 24. Let's check that this is indeed a solution. To do that, I'm going to plug in minus 24 for x in the left-hand side and the right-hand side of the equation. So if we plug in minus 24 in the left-hand side, we get LHS, stands for left-hand side, equals minus 24 over 3 plus minus 24 over 4. Well, that's equal to minus 8 minus 6, which is equal to minus 14. Let's see what happens when we plug in minus 24 in the right-hand side of the equation. We get right-hand side equals 10 plus x is minus 24. Well, that's equal to minus 14. Left-hand side equals right-hand side when we plug in minus 24. This means x equals minus 24 is our solution. Next, let's solve the rational equation x over x minus 2 equals 2 over x minus 2 plus 2. First, note that x minus 2 cannot equal 0. If x minus 2 equals 0, that would make two denominators in the equation 0, and the equation is not defined to start with. So we got to start by saying that x minus 2 cannot equal 0, which means that x cannot equal 2. Also, the LCM of our denominators, x minus 2 is equal to x minus 2. Let's multiply by this LCM on the left and on the right sides of the equation. We get x minus 2 times x over x minus 2 is equal to x minus 2 times 2 over x minus 2 plus 2. On the left side, x minus 2 times x over x minus 2 is simply x. On the right side, x minus 2 times 2 over x minus 2 is 2, plus x minus 2 times 2 is 2 times x minus 2. X equals 2 plus 2x minus 4. X equals 2x minus 2, which means minus x equals minus 2, and therefore x equals 2. But remember that x cannot equal 2. Therefore, we have to reject this as a solution, and therefore the equation has no solution. Next example. Let's solve the rational equation 2 over m squared minus 4 plus 1 over m minus 2 equals 2 over m plus 2. Let me rewrite this equation as 2m over m squared minus 4. I'm going to factor it as m minus 2, m plus 2. This is the difference of two squares, plus 1 over m minus 2 equals 2 over m plus 2. Note that m minus 2 cannot equal 0, which means m cannot equal 2, and m plus 2 cannot equal 0, which tells us that m cannot equal negative 2. Also notice that the LCM of m squared minus 4, m minus 2, and m plus 2 is m squared minus 4. That is the least or the simplest expression that is divisible by m squared minus 4, m minus 2, and m plus 2. So let's multiply both sides of this equation by the LCM. M squared minus 4 times 2m over m squared minus 4 plus 1 over m minus 2 is equal to m squared minus 4 times 2 over m plus 2. Remember that m squared minus 4 is equal to m minus 2 times m plus 2. On the left-hand side, m squared minus 4 times 2m over m squared minus 4, that's 2m, plus 2m plus m squared minus 4 times 1 over m minus 2, that's equal to m plus 2. On the right-hand side, m squared minus 4 times 2 over m plus 2, well, that's 2 times m minus 2. We have 2m plus m plus 2 is equal to 2m minus 4. 3m plus 2 is equal to 2m minus 4, which tells us that m equals minus 6. We need to check if m equals minus 6 is indeed a solution to our rational equation. So we have our equation, 2m over m squared minus 4 plus 1 over m minus 2 equals 2 over m plus 2, and we want to check if m equals minus 6 is indeed a solution. So let's plug in minus 6 for m on the left-hand side. We get the left-hand side equals 2 times minus 6 over minus 6 squared minus 4 plus 1 over minus 6 minus 2. That's equal to minus 12 over 36 minus 4. That's 32 plus 1 over minus 8. That's minus 1 over 8. Let's simplify minus 12 over 32. If we divide by 4, we get minus 3 over 8 minus 1 over 8. That's minus 4 over 8, which simplifies to negative 1/2. So if we plug in minus 6 for m on the left-hand side, we get minus 1/2. Let's see if we get the same thing on the right-hand side. Right-hand side equals 2 over minus 6 plus 2 equals 2 over minus 4, which equals minus 1/2. Left-hand side equals right-hand side, so m equals minus 6 is the solution to our equation. Finally, let's solve the rational equation 2 over x plus 2 plus 1 over x squared minus 2x plus 4 equals 24 over x cubed plus 8. Let's start by factoring out our denominators as much as possible. We can check that x squared minus 2x plus 4 cannot be factored over the real numbers, so it stays as is. X cubed plus 8 can be factored because it's the sum of 2 cubed. Let's recall that a cubed plus b cubed can be factored as a plus b times a squared minus ab plus b squared. So with that said, x cubed plus 8 can be factored as x plus 2 times x squared minus 2x plus 4. So, we have 2 over x plus 2 plus 1 over x squared minus 2x plus 4 equals 24 over x plus 2 x squared minus 2x plus 4. And it must be that x plus 2 cannot equal 0, which means that x cannot equal minus 2. Notice x squared minus 2x plus 4 could never equal 0 over the real numbers. So we have to exclude x equal minus 2 to be able to proceed with solving the equation. Now, the LCM of our denominators, x plus 2, x squared minus 2x plus 4, and x cubed plus 8, that's x cubed plus 8, which, remember, is equal to this expression. The product of x plus 2 and x squared minus 2x plus 4. So I'm going to multiply by this LCM on both sides of the equation. We have x cubed plus 8 times 2 over x plus 2 plus 1 over x squared minus 2x plus 4 is equal to x cubed plus 8 times 24 over x cubed plus 8. On the left-hand side, x cubed plus 8 times 2 over x plus 2 is 2 times x squared minus 2x plus 4. X cubed times 1 over x squared minus 2x plus 4 is simply x plus 2. On the right side, x cubed plus 8 times 24 over x cubed plus 8 is 24. We have 2x squared minus 4x plus 8 plus x plus 2 minus 24 equals 0, which reduces to 2x squared minus 3x, and 8 plus 2 minus 24 is minus 14. So we have a quadratic equation, 2x squared minus 3x minus 14 equals 0. To solve this equation, we need two integers that multiply to 2 times minus 14 and add up to minus 3. Two integers that satisfy these conditions are minus 7 and 4. Minus 7 and 4 multiply to minus 28 and add up to minus 3. With that in mind, our expression on the left factors as 2 times x minus 7 over 2, x minus or x plus 4 over 2 equals 0. After simplifying, we get 2 times x minus 7 over 2, x plus 2 equals 0, which means x is 7 over 2, or x equals negative 2. But remember that x cannot equal negative 2. This was ruled out to start with. So we're going to reject x equals minus 2. It remains to check whether x equals 7 over 2 is in fact a solution to our rational equation. To check if x equals 7 over 2 is a solution to our rational equation, I'm going to plug in 7 over 2 for x on the left-hand side and the right-hand side of the equation. If we plug in on the left-hand side, we get LHS equals 2 over 7 over 2 plus 2 plus 1 over 7 over 2 squared minus 2 times 7 over 2 plus 4. That's equal 2 over 7 over 2 plus 2 plus 1 over 49 over 4 minus 2 times 7 over 2, that's minus 7 plus 4. That's 2 over 7 over 2 plus 2 plus 1 over 49 over 4 minus 3. That's 2 over 7 over 2 plus 4 over 2 plus 1 over 49 over 4 minus 12 over 4. This simplifies to 2 over 11 over 2 plus 1 over 49 minus 12, that's 37 over 4, which is equal to 2 times 2 over 11 plus 1 times 4 over 37. That's 4 over 11 plus 4 over 37, which is equal to 4 times 37 plus 4 times 11 divided by 11 times 37. 4 times 37 plus 4 times 11 is 192 divided by 11 times 37, that is 407. Remember, this is the left-hand side of the equation when we plug in x equals 7 over 2. Now let's check the right-hand side. So the right-hand side is 24 over x cubed plus 8. We're going to plug in 7 over 2 and see what we get. And keep in mind that when we plugged in 7 over 2 in the left-hand side, we got 192 over 407. So the right-hand side is 24 over 7 over 2 cubed plus 8. That's 24 over 7 cubed is 343 over 2 cubed, which is 8, plus 8. That's equal to 24 over 343 over 8 plus 64 over 8. That's how we write 8 as a fraction over 8. That's equal to 24 over 343 plus 64 is 407 over 8. That's equal to 24 times 8 over 407. And 24 times 8 is 192. All divided by 407. As you can see, the left-hand side equals the right-hand side, so x equals 7 over 2 is the only solution.